What if I told you there was an easy button for setting a Google Ads budget? In this video, I'm going to walk you through it step by step, and you'll be amazed. Have you ever wondered how much you should really be spending on Google Ads? I get this question all the time, and honestly, most businesses just guess. But guessing doesn't cut it if you're serious about growing your business. The good news? There's actually a way to calculate your ideal Google Ads budget based on real numbers, not just gut feeling. In this video, I'll show you how to take the guesswork out of your ad spend and make sure every dollar is working for you. Let's get into it. Why does budgeting in Google Ads matter? Google Ads is a game changer, but if you don't set your budget right, you'll either waste money or miss out on leads. People shopping on Google have that oh so precious intent. Every dollar should have a purpose, whether it's brand awareness, lead gen, or direct sales. Now, where most businesses go wrong is they pick a random Google Ads budget and hope for the best. They don't factor in customer lifetime value or profit margins. They ignore conversion rates and just keep throwing money at ads. Now, let's learn how to use the Google Ads ROI calculator. The first step is to plug in your key numbers. Enter your current sales, net operating income, and average operating assets. Think about your revenue goal. How much more do you want to make? Now, I have to admit, this step is where many clients get sort of hinky. They may not know me well yet, and I'm asking them to share what is some of their most closely held business information. But if they don't know what their goal is, as the saying goes, any road will do. You and I are not in that sort of business. In order to set the revenue goal for their Google ad spend budget, they need to be able to meet the new demand I'm going to send their way. If they are an e-commerce business, do they have sufficient stock to meet demand? You'd be surprised how many businesses don't have or cannot keep enough inventory on hand to meet demand. If they are a lead-based business, meaning customers don't buy directly from their website, but instead get closed by a sales team, then they need to have thought through their delivery capability. I have worked with high-volume sales operations where the leads I was generating with Google were being passed directly to an agent who would close the deal. While there was an essentially unlimited supply of what they were selling, for example, insurance policies, there was a limit to how many trained and state-certified call center agents they could hire. From long experience, and we had data for this analysis, we knew that the average sale took approximately 6 minutes for an experienced agent to work. We also knew that many calls lasted less than 6 minutes. Thus, we had all we needed to know to set a sales target and staffing target and lead generation target to fill a funnel and work every lead while not letting any get away. Other clients have much more complex delivery scenarios. For instance, HVAC, or heating, ventilation, and air conditioning companies, rely on service technicians. There's only so many of them available, and they can take considerable time to deliver whatever service they're being asked to deliver. There's usually a lot more demand for HVAC services in a given area than there are available technicians. That's why I have to know how many leads turn into a customer and how many customers you can handle. The second step is to let the calculator do the math. How the calculator works. So if we get this out of your current system, we pull out your current sales, we come up with your net operating income and your operating assets. This actually is a formula from an old managerial accounting course, but you can check it today. The numbers don't change, and you can produce this with either SAP Financials, QuickBooks, or Oracle Finance. I've done all three of them. And let's say you plug in $10,000 as your Google Ad spend budget. This is an initial guess. For this particular industry, we're assuming a 3x return on ad spend. That's going to yield a new sales figure of $130,000 and a net new operating income of $19,000. So you put in 10 and you get this. So your new ROI is 260%. Now let's simplify it. If we go over here, what we see is that if we do a target increase in net new operating income of $30,000 and we plug in our ROAS, or return on ad spend, then we get a recommended Google ad spend budget of $10K. It's pretty straight, right? It's like if I want to make $30K and I'm converting every dollar of ad spend into $3 of sales, there it is. Now, the number of I have an example down here of insurance policies. That was their take on it. How many? This is just a quick way of saying, well, how many
policies do you got to sell to do that? And from this, there's a whole lot of other figures that come out. One of which is, okay, if I know how many leads I had to generate to make one sale, then I know pretty much everything that I need to know in terms of going out and generating leads. And if I know what my overhead rates are, then I can figure out exactly how much I can spend. But the key figure here is that you decide on what your desired increase in sales are. And, the wrong answer here is to say, infinite. No, you have limited delivery abilities unless it's a digital product. And even then you're limited by the size of the market, and there is a point of diminishing returns. However, if you have a physical product, you'll be limited by the amount of inventory that you can fulfill. And if you're a service business, like I am, an SAP consultancy, then I have a limit on the number of essentially man days that I can deliver. And, despite the fact that I have 14 recruitment partners that I can call upon, I still run into limits. So this is just a quick calculator, but it's actually based on rock solid math, and it takes the guesswork out of your Google Ads, setting your Google ad spend budget.
I have provided a range of fairly common ROAS numbers by industry in my blog. You'll get 3 outputs from the calculator: the total sales you can expect from both your existing marketing efforts plus the sales driven by your Google Ads. You'll also get a figure for net operating income. And finally, you'll get a new ROI figure in percentage terms. The next and last step is to adjust and optimize. Based on your industry and goals, tweak the numbers and see what works best. Use real-time data to refine your ad strategy over time. Here's another real-world example of how a client of mine used this calculator to get better results. They were spending money on ads but had no clue if it was working. We plugged their numbers into the calculator and found they were underspending on high-performing campaigns. After adjusting their budget, they initially saw a 2x increase in leads without increasing overall spend. When Google rolled out their embedded AI, we saw the lead generation go up by a 23x factor. This, of course, didn't just happen because of AI. It happened because we were providing daily optimization in conjunction with AI. Would you like to calculate your ideal Google Ads budget? Grab my free Google Ads budget calculator. The link is below. Need a customized Google Ads strategy? Book a consultation with me today. Link is in the description. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your biggest Google Ads challenge.